Hello everybody. I'm here to talk to you today about an RTI strategy, and it's called letter cube blending. This activity involves three very simple tools, well four technically, um, and the idea is that it targets phonetic skills for very young students. Essentially what you need to do is you need to go out and get three large individual die that are different colors. Now, you're just going to have to use your imagination and take a look at these and think that they're 3 inches big and all different colors. On each die, you write down a letter on each side. So for die number 1, it would be T, C, D, B, F, and M. For die 2, or a green die, it would be A, E, I, O, U, and of course I again, because we haven't gotten to the sometimes Y intervention part of this. And on block 3, we have a B, D, M, N, R, and S. So the idea is that each student gets all three die, and they first roll the first one, and we see that it comes up with a T. And then the second one they roll, and they get an O. And then the third one they roll, they get an R. Now after each one is rolled, the student must then try to sound out each letter. So for T, it would be T or T, T or T, and then O would be O or Oo, and then R would be R or And then after they have rolled out all three, then they take from die 1, 2, and 3 and write down on a piece of paper in that order, to determine if it is a real word or not. So Tor, it's technically a Scrabble word, but for these purposes, it wouldn't be a word for them. So they would write it in the nonsense column. Now this goes on and on until they have generated about 10 different words, depending on the activity and how long you want to run it. In my opinion, this could be in all three tiers. As a group or universal screening activity, you could turn it into a game where they all crowd around and they get a chance to run it and then have fun and shout out da, D, U, oo, and then R, you get the idea. As a tier 3 activity, then it could absolutely be something where you're creating an intervention for a smaller group that needs to have some more intense intervention on their part. And then, of course, as tier 3, this could be a game when they need to take a break out of something more intense and specialized. So, all in all, this is a great activity for all three tiers. But I would say, for the most part, it probably used more in a tier 2 situation, where the groups are relatively small and they turn around and have turns at this in order to learn their phonetic skills and possibly reading and realize what's a nonsensical word and what's not. Thanks for listening.